everybody. So today I'm making some yogurt, and it doesn't always go as planned, but I already got started here, and it scorched and went over the sides a little bit, and it got on my stove. So that's what that ring is right there. It's not normally that dirty on my stove top, but this is about a half a gallon of milk that was going to be going bad in a few days if we didn't use it up. So I didn't want it to go to waste. So I'm making yogurt. So all you got to do is you're gonna need about a tablespoon of yogurt from another batch, and however much milk you want to use. This is whole milk, by the way. You want to heat it to 120 degrees, or excuse me, 180 degrees. And then once it's at 180 degrees, you're going to remove it from heat. You're going to let it cool to somewhere between 115 degrees down to 112 degrees. Once it's gotten down to that temperature, you're going to move on to your next step, which is coming up. Okay, so you see those jars over there? I'm going to be pouring that into those jars once I've added my yogurt into here and stirred it in really well. So waiting for that to happen. So we're going to pause the video here in a minute, and then we'll be back once it's at 115 degrees. Here we go. We're at 115 degrees, so now we can move on to our next step, which is to add our yogurt from another batch. If you don't have yogurt that you've made previously, you can use any yogurt that you buy in the store that has active bacteria. You can just save yourself a tablespoon from that so that you can make yourself some yogurt. So we're going to put that in there, and we're going to stir it until it's mixed in there and there's no lumps or clumps. And then once that's all mixed up, you're going to then pour it into these jars. Now, I do have a funnel, but this pan does not have a spout, so you're about to witness some pouring comedy, and it's all okay. It's easy to clean up, but here we go. Stirring. Here we go. Here's the problem. All right. So I did not have a spout. I did the best I could, trying to get it into this jar. But as you see, some of it spilled. I got it into both of these jars. I still had some left over, so I ended up using like a little jam jar to put the rest of it in there. And then I'm going to put the lids on these jars and move on to the next step, which is with this little roasting pan. It's used for roasting hams and turkeys. You can use your oven if you can get it to a low enough temp. So in order to keep this at the temperature I need it, I kind of just cock the lid to the side. I've got about a cup of water in there, so it has like a little water bath. It's nice and steamy. So I'm just going to set, I have a grill in here too. So I just set the jars on top of the grill in there. And I'm going to set an alarm. You can set your alarm anywhere between 8 hours and 10 hours. It's just going to depend on how thick and tangy you want it to be. The longer you have it sitting, the thicker it becomes and the tangier it becomes. So my first batch I did for the 8 hours. It was kind of like a Yoplait consistency of their yogurt. So we wanted it a bit thicker and tangier, so I did it for 8.5 hours. That one was a little bit better. I'm going to do this one for 8 hours and 45 minutes because I really want like a Greek yogurt consistency with that tang. So thank you for watching and have a great